What's going on? Oh, it's the aftermath. So we got Hergovich being ordered to fight Ortiz, man. So this is the aftermath of Ortiz versus Martin. RBF has ordered Hergovich to fight for a title eliminator. Personally, I thought that the Martin versus Ortiz was a title eliminator. I was obviously misinformed, but apparently Hergovich is looking for an opponent for a title eliminator. So Ortiz pulled out of that because of injuries. They've asked Joseph Parker if he wants to fight in that fight. He's pulled out of that because of money. The price wasn't right. So now they're looking for another opponent. I believe a guy by the name of Tony Yoka has been called up to the plate. I think that he is going ahead with that fight. I mean, he's only had, I think, 9 fights or something like that. Not many fights. But that being said, he is a gold medalist. He is a guy that's beaten Hergovich before. He's a guy that's beaten Joe Joyce before. So I mean, this is clearly a guy that's a #1 prospect in the division. This is clearly a guy to look out for. Tony Yoka. I've never really seen him fight myself. I've just seen glimpses of him, and he's another giant. And so is Hergovich. So is there's other guys that I mentioned, Joe Joyce. You know what I mean? So I mean, this is the giant heavyweight era at the end of the day. So I mean, Tony Yoka is looking to fight Hergovich, and that will definitely bounce him up to the top of the table and rankings, and possibly set him up for a title shot. Now, I don't know where Ortiz falls in this. I mean, he just finished beating Martin, a guy that most people avoid. Why Parker never took the fight, man, I don't understand. I mean, like I say before, if it's a full title eliminator, man, you're going to be the mandatory, and it's a perfect chance to get a title shot. I know that he is working with Eddie Hearn, and Eddie Hearn finds him good fights and things like that. Maybe Eddie Hearn's saying this isn't a pay-per-view fight, because Parker's not really a big star in, other countries, like in the UK. I mean, his name's getting up there, but Hergovich isn't a big enough name to make that a pay-per-view, and I think that Parker is looking for a pay-per-view fight, saying that he wants to fight Ruiz and run it back with what? I mean, beating these guys doesn't really solve anything ranking-wise. I believe Dillian White's tied up with Fury anyway, so I mean, if he fights Ruiz, he's already beaten Ruiz. I mean, it was a close fight, but there's nothing really for him if he beats him. There's no title shot guaranteed to him. That's what I'm trying to say here. So you can put it on your resume that you beat him twice, but I mean, you really beat him the first time, you know what I'm saying? So you got to really take advantage of these title shots, these final eliminators. Why Parker isn't taking that fight, I don't understand. I mean, he's beaten a 6'6" guy before, I think Hergovich is about 6'5", 6'6", something like that. He's beaten Yui Fury, which is quite a tall guy, you know what I mean? So you can beat the taller guys. So yeah, I don't know if it was his decision or his manager's decision to not go ahead with that fight, but it's disappointing to hear, It's disappointing to hear fighters turn down a final eliminator to get into mandatory position because of money. Obviously Parker's still a young fighter. He's still got a lot of fights left in him. So I mean, even if he went ahead with Hergovich, man, and the pay wasn't right, he's still going to get a good fight at the end of the day. Like I say, he's managed by Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn's always going to find him good fights. He's always going to find him good cards, good paydays. But that's that anyway, man. So Hergovich is looking for an opponent right now. I believe it's going to be Tony Yoka. I believe Tony Yoka is going to be a threat to everyone, man, because like I said, man, he was a gold medalist, and anyone that's got a gold medalist remains on the top for a long time. You know, they're used to that status of being on the top. So I believe Tony Yoka will definitely be one of those guys that will be at the top for a while, in the top 10 at least, if he beats Hergovich. I mean, he's beaten him twice, I believe, so I think he will beat him. But we will see what happens with that situation, man. Ortiz, for him, man, that's unfair. I think that he definitely deserves a title shot after beating Martin. You know, like I say, Martin was the former heavyweight champ. If anyone deserves a title shot, man, it's Ortiz for beating Martin. And they should give him that, man. They should definitely give him that. Or give him the winner of Hergovich and whoever he fights, man. Give him that fight for a title eliminator. If they don't want to make him the mandatory, that's not fair, in my opinion. But I'm hoping that they do give Ortiz a fight, man, for the title. But at the moment, they are looking to put Hergovich up for a fight as a title eliminator, I believe. To my understanding, I may be wrong. You know, I did think Ortiz and Martin was a title eliminator, so please let me know, man, if you know anything more than I do. But this is just me, man, you know, giving what I know, and that's all I've got to say, man. It is the aftermath. Thank you for tuning in once again. Leave a comment on your take on it, man, on the situation. Should Ortiz get a title shot, man, or are they making the wrong call? Let me know, man. Thanks for your time. Peace. God bless.